Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to everyone. I'm Muhammad Imam FIRAS bin Muhammad INDERA.
And I am MUHAMAD EDHAN ADHA bin Abdul Hisham.
And my name is Muhammad Anas bin Sulaiman.
Today we are going to talk about people's age in Malaysia.
Okay, for the introduction, this website states the age for the population in Langkawi Island. Therefore, we as a group had run research for this matter in the form of a statistical method by using mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. Raw data must be collected by doing interview and survey related with the problem statement. Then we generate the raw data at random by using Excel to show how it is collected. So we have gather, review, analyze, and draw conclusion to perform this experimental data or real life studies. Then the problem statement is to analyze the age of people living in Langkawi Island and identify any pattern or trends that may exist. The study aims to determine the average age of the population, the distribution of age across different age groups, and the relationship between age and various demographic factors such as gender, occupation, education level, and income. The analysis of this data can provide insights into the needs and preference of different age groups in the community and help in the development of targeted programs and policies to meet the needs of the population. By presenting this information, we had collected a sample of 150 people's age. For our population, we choose Langkawi Island. The sample is 150 people at Langkawi Island, and the variable is age, and other than that is sex, race, marital status, education level, occupation, and income.
After that, I will explain about the cumulative frequency table. At the cumulative frequency table, we have class interval, frequency, cumulative frequency, lower boundary, and upper boundary. The class interval are interval of 50 units each. The first class is from 0 to 50. The second class is from 50 to 29, and so on. The frequency column show how many observations fall within each class. The cumulative frequency column show the sum of the frequency up to and including the current class. Note that the cumulative frequency for the last class should always be equal to the total sample size. In this case, the cumulative frequency for the last class 19 to 104 is 115, which match the sample size. After that, we have the histogram. How to run the histogram graph? We use this use we use Excel. Excel. Yes. From the table, same like cumulative frequency table. Uh, the data is grouped into interval of 50 unit each, and there are 7 intervals in total. The lower and upper boundaries for each interval are calculated based on the range of the data and the width of each interval. The frequency column shows how many observations fall within each interval, and this is used to determine the height of each rectangle in the histogram. The resulting histogram shows an distribution of the data across the interval.
Next, let's jump to calculation. For this, we use this mean formula to get the average of people's age in Langkawi, which is 50 years old. Or by using the formula, we got 50.4, but we can round off because we are using age. Then we use median formula to get the median age of people in Langkawi, which is 49 years old. Or we get 48.83. Again, we can round off. This LB stands for lower boundary for median class, and C stands for class size. This FB stands for cumulative frequency before median class, and this FM stands for frequency of median class. And then lastly, we use modes formula. We will get here 78.76. We use modes formula to get the people's age in Langkawi for mode is 79 years old. This LB does not stands for lower boundary for median class, but it stands for lower boundary for mode class. And this D1 and D2 stands for different with frequency model class with frequency before. That's for D1, and D2 stands for frequency after. Again, C stands for class size. And then this is for using Excel. We use min function or average function to get the average, and median function to get the median, and mode function to get the mode. We'll get here 50.12 for min, 47 for median, and 6 for mode. Since this calculation is using Excel, there will be a slight difference compared to the actual calculation by using formula, because Excel can also have its own limitations, such as issues with rounding errors, which can lead to inaccuracies in certain situations. Therefore, using the traditional way, which is calculating using formula by hand, is more precise. For standard deviations calculation, this is the formula. Firstly, we need to find the variance, which is the variance for this research is 782.24. And for the standard deviation, we just simply square root the variance. We'll get here 27.97. And standard deviation using Excel, we'll use this function right here, which is variance function and standard deviation function. We'll get the variance by using Excel 773.6365, and the standard deviation will get 27.81432. So for the variance and standard deviation we got from above is to show a measurement of how spread this data is. Specifically, variance is a measure of the average squared deviation of each data point from the mean of the entire dataset. Then again, since this part is by using Excel, there will be a tiny difference compared to the calculation by hand.
Now, I want to explain a little bit about how to use the Microsoft Excel. To generate the random raw data, we just use the function ran between, and the random number will be appear. Here we use the function to find the value of frequency from the raw data. By click the button show formula, as you can see, the function that we write before is appear or shown in this table. Other than that, this function also can be used to find the value of mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation without any calculation or formula. Next, we construct the cumulative frequency table to determine lower boundary, upper boundary, midpoint, plus interval, and so on. To find this value, we use the formula that we learned, and we also can refer the cumulative frequency table to get the answer, like this. And last but not least, to construct the histogram, we just use this data, and we must click the button insert statistic chart, and we choose histogram. We also can choose the style and color, and edit the chart element in terms of axis title, chart title, and grid lines to make a histogram better.
And the last of the no 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 no. To the summarize, we conclude that the average age in Langkawi Island is in the range of 15 years old, meaning that it is preferred place for working people to settle down, especially retired ones, due to its calming and quieter environment compared to a hustle and bustle of a city. Our suggestion to the government is to provide more working place in Langkawi so that we new young generation employers and relocate there for jobs and start a few of fresh lives and perhaps build a household. Lastly, in this group assignment, we are more proficient to use a helpful tool called Excel to assist us with generating data and use the function within so we could operate the same skill in real life even and enhance this ability in future tasks. Thank you.